Switch chat room, take 1.
Do you think that complete peace is even possible?
Absolutely.
No.
No. Yes.
No. And the reason why I say no is because there's always something going on.
I do think complete peace is possible. It's not a thing that the world can give you or you can get from the world. It is completely from the Father.
I don't think complete peace is possible in the world, but I think complete peace is possible with God.
If you think about everything that is going on in the world and everything that is bothering you today, none of it really matters compared to the glory of God. And if you can rest on that, then there's nothing to fear, nothing to worry about.
What feels more important to you guys? Is it like internal inner peace, or is it like external, everything's all right with the world around me kind of peace?
When I was younger, I have real bad anger issues.
Yeah.
For sure. But when you have the eternal peace, you know you can like stop, breathe while everything bad around you happens. You know you're gonna be okay and you can push through it.
Mine would be external. I'm a very, like, what's happening around me really affects me personally, and so external for sure.
I think I'd also be external, just because I think if everything around me was okay, I would be okay.
I have a scripture that I asked Madeline to read.
I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. So do not be troubled or afraid.
And this is Jesus talking in John 14. He's telling his disciples, hey, I'm giving this gift to you. It's a gift the world can't give to you. And it's a peace that guards your mind and guards your heart. When you hear that, what's standing out to you guys about that scripture, about what Jesus is saying?
I really like where it says, and the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give.
Right.
No matter how hard we try or fight or give or listen, like, the world cannot give the peace that he can give.
Right.
Where he speaks about it being a gift, not like, it is meaningful. Like, it shows how meaningful that really is, that you may not have peace without that gift. And so it really puts in perspective when you do have peace and when you do feel okay with God, then how important that really is.
Yeah. It seems to me like this verse is differentiating. There are two different kinds of peace. There's the one that the world offers you, and then there's the one that is a gift from Jesus. If you were to try to like define how the world like defines peace, what do you think that would be?
I feel like the world defines peace as everyone getting along.
Okay. Yeah.
Something that came to my mind is for internal peace from the world, like numbing. Numbing is a big thing that I feel like kids our age struggle with.
Like if I just don't feel anything, then I'll be at peace. Wow.
The world may like tell you that you can get peace through other objects or idols. And so that's how I kind of see it, is the world will throw things at you and tell you it's peace. When the only true peace is just already given to you. You just have to accept that.
Yeah, I liked what you said too about just the external aspect. You're talking about the internal aspect. Mara's talking about the external aspect of like, well, it's peace if we're all just getting along. Like if we're all just happy with each other, or there's harmony or something like that.
When you end up in a situation where you don't know what to do, and the world is like, kind of gives you an out, you know? You gotta differentiate if that's if you should take it in a godly way, you know?
Yeah. I hear you.
In high school, like my friend group was like super close, and like we always did things together, and we were all on fire for Jesus. And then like we kind of all split apart, and during that I just felt super unproductive, lazy, and didn't know what to do, and I fell in this hole of just like not doing anything. And that was kind of my way of finding peace, was like if I don't branch out and try to do something that makes me uncomfortable, then I'll feel at peace. And so I've like realized that you can be uncomfortable, and like sometimes he calls you to be uncomfortable. And so like continuing to be on that path and reaching out for him has like really changed a lot of things for me.
At the beginning of this school year, I lost my whole friend group over something really stupid. And it really pushed me back into church to find my peace with God. But at the same time, I was struggling with the fact that I wanted the world's peace. I wasn't ready to take in God. What kept playing in my mind back then was that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough for his grace, you know?
For me, I was battling a lot of health issues a couple years ago, and it was just a really hard, felt like I was in a really deep hole. That I was just asking God, like, why am I here? Why are you doing this? And I completely turned away from him. I was looking to worldly things and not putting my trust in him and not asking him for that peace. When he was sitting right there waiting for me to come back. But
why do you think it's so dang tempting to chase after the world's definition of peace?
We all want to fit in to a certain mold and just be like everyone else.
It's hard to be surrounded by a majority of people doing one thing and turn away from that and do another thing.
Sure.
And I think it can be really difficult. Like, it was difficult for me to like turn from those things because it was such a small community where I grew up. Like, it was hard for me to even find those friends who weren't doing those things. And so having that community and like trying to find that was very difficult.
If you find that true peace, what you're actually trying to search for, you get hit with that realization, and sometimes you don't want to hear it. Like, you're like, you believe in one thing, and then you hit that realization. I'm like, wait a minute.
I like what both of you guys are kind of hitting on, which is sometimes to attain that gift of peace, you're going to have to get uncomfortable. And sometimes it's going to hurt because the places where we've tried to replace the peace of God with peace from the world are going to be exposed. And that sucks. But for you guys, what would it look like if you were to actually rest in the already given gift of God's peace?
I would feel like I'd be more unapologetically a Christian. Because I feel like if you can press the point and like really go out of your comfort zone to try to bring people to Christ, when you have that peace, there's nothing against it.
Right.
You know, like when you feel that well about it, then you have nothing to worry about.
There's like an unshakable quality there.
So I'm a very introverted person. And so when I'm just feeling uneasy or not having peace, I take time for myself. If that's laying in bed reading my Bible, if that's watching a movie or whatever that may be, it's time to myself.
All right. Last question. What would be different about you if you were more peaceful?
Before I've met the church, before I've gone to church, I, again, was very angry all the time. I had real bad anger issues. Now, all the time, I'm just happy, I'm smiling. And I felt more inviting. And now, since I felt inviting, I want to invite more people.
I feel like I wouldn't be as anxious about the day-to-day things, like the things that, oh, am I going to run into this person that I'm going to fight with, or oh, is this going to happen? Like, I would be more at peace with the day-to-day things that happen in life.
I think I would be more outspoken. I think that if I had that peace, I would not have to worry about anybody's feelings or what they would think about me, and I would just constantly like proclaim the name of God.
More like myself. Like,
come on.
I wouldn't worry about what people are going to think of me or how like people would see me.
Who will you invite to hold you accountable to pursuing Jesus' peace?
I'm going to talk to my Switch leaders about pursuing peace.
My best friend.
My mom.
My Switch group leader.